Hello, I'm Joni, a youth librarian at Cuyahoga County Public Library. You've probably seen that the library has free copies of the Harry Potter books in the digital collection. But have you also seen these Harry Potter companion ebooks? I love to bake, so I downloaded the unofficial Harry Potter cookbook ebook and found a tasty treat that's easy to bake. If you're in grades kindergarten through about 6th, you will need a little help from an older sibling or adult. Teens can master this recipe alone, but a little help from an adult never hurts. Hagrid serves rock cakes when Harry visits him. Rock cakes are a cookie that is traditionally served with tea in Britain. They're not too sweet, and I like them a lot. Here are the things you'll need to bake your own rock cakes. If you don't have a whisk, it's okay, just use a fork. I like to line the cookie sheet with parchment paper, but you could grease a cookie sheet with nonstick baking spray if you don't have parchment paper. Here are the ingredients you will need to gather before you start the recipe. Traditionally, rock cakes are made with dried fruit such as raisins or currants. You could use 1 cup of raisins, as in the Harry Potter cookbook recipe. I believe that chocolate makes everything taste better, so I used both chocolate chips and raisins. I also added chopped walnuts because I like walnuts or pecans in cookies. You can try different additions, but remember, you only want 1 cup total of raisins, chocolate chips, and/or nuts. Think about fractions. If you add 1/2 cup of raisins, then only add 1/2 cup of chocolate for a total of 1 cup. I added 1/4 cup of chopped walnuts, 1/4 cup of raisins, and 1/2 cup of mini chocolate chips. First, you'll need to set your oven's temperature to 350 degrees and put parchment paper on a baking tray, or spray it with nonstick baking spray. Add the flour and sugar to a large bowl. Then add baking powder. Make sure you use baking powder, not baking soda. Baking is a science, and you need the right ingredients plus heat to create the desired chemical reaction. We want our rock cakes to rise in the oven, so we need double-acting baking powder. You'll need to smush the butter pieces into the flour mixture with your fingers. Make sure you wash your hands thoroughly before you do this. You've been washing your hands a lot lately, right? After a minute or two, the mixture will look like wet sand, like this. Beat the egg and milk in a separate bowl. Use a whisk or fork to combine the 2 ingredients. See how I made a dent in the flour butter mixture before I poured in the egg liquid? That little well helps the wet and dry ingredients combine. Gently use a spatula to fold the ingredients together. Slide the spatula down through the batter, across the bottom of the bowl, and back to the top. Do this several times to combine the dry and liquid ingredients. Gently folding the ingredients instead of beating or strenuously mixing will trap air bubbles in the batter, which will help the rock cakes rise in the oven. Yay, science! Next, fold in 1 cup of raisins, nuts, or chips. Place a rounded tablespoon of batter on the cookie sheet. The rock cakes will rise, but they won't spread a lot, so you could add more scoops of batter to the cookie sheet than I did here. You could place 12 scoops on a tray. Make 4 rows of 3 scoops each. You should get about 24 cookie scoops total, but bake them in the oven 1 tray at a time on the middle rack. Bake the cookies 20 to 25 minutes. They will look dry when they are ready, and the edges will brown the longer they stay in the oven. Don't bake them too much or they'll be too crunchy to eat, like Hagrid's rock cakes in the Harry Potter books. Enjoy these treats with a cup of tea or a glass of milk and a good book.